What's up all my successful gamers, and welcome back. Today I finally bring you guys The Witcher 3, one of my all-time favorite games and forever solidified in my top 3 games of all time. This is going to be a 100% walkthrough on the hardest difficulty, Death March. I do have the tutorial enabled because there is a few scenes that you can't get otherwise, and this game is just absolutely stunning. I can't wait to share the journey with you guys, so let's get it started.
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years, but a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Damn, my boy Geralt is spread eagle right now.
You know I don't find that amusing.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
So, later then.
See you later.
Ooh, rawr. She is just drop dead gorgeous, bro. Yennefer is like my all-time biggest video game crush ever. Actually, probably my only video game crush. So, sorry Triss fans, we ain't going with the homewrecker. Yeah, in this game you have a choice of two romances. You can romance Triss or you can romance Yennefer. And I'm gonna just say it right now, in case you guys are expecting, we are gonna be picking Yennefer. We're Team Yennefer in this bitch. Besides, if you played The Witcher 2, you likely romance Triss anyways. But yeah, minimap in the top right corner right now. The objective of the room is to find the key right across from us. And if you want, right after that, you can have more conversations with Yennefer, which I do. Let me just go ahead over here and unlock the door real quick. And then I'll head down after my extra dialogue with Yen.
Lilac and Gooseberries, of course.
Geralt, stop fingering my toiletries.
Oh, Yennefer, that is not what you said this morning.
Got any clothes that aren't black or white?
Undergarments.
Nothing but silver.
Gold clashes with my complexion, you should know that.
See, I thought Ciri could stand to wait a little longer.
It's uninstructive, not to mention unreasonable.
I missed you. A lot.
And I missed you, but we'll have plenty of time to make up for that. Go and train with her, then come back. It'll give me a chance to put my face on.
Of all the women I've known, you're the only one who does that before.
You've known many.
What's it matter? Only ever thought of you.
Oh man, that's a big yikes, Geralt.
Not now,
You almost saved
Ciri
it, man,
waits.
but you do not have a way with words, my friend. That is not the right words. Let's go out here and see what Ciri's doing. Get a good look at the view, too.
Shit. Mountain Pass is beautiful as ever.
Indeed it is, actually. It is a pretty nice view. And I hear Ciri grunting and yelling somewhere. Oh, there she is. Look at her training to be a badass. She's already a badass, though. I think the best view is located in this room, though, over there. What's up, Yennefer? Alright, let's go ahead and go down here now.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course.
Yo, he's out, man. Jeez, man, this next gen update did this game wonders, man. I mean, I thought it looked amazing
She
before, but
prefers
this looks
practice to
incredible.
theory.
What?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike.
And she's blindfolded. Nah. Ooh, I see you.
You're not in this circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think?
Hell yeah.
All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Sorry's not good enough. You're gonna read Ghouls and Ghouls in its entirety, appendices included.
No, please! I'd want to clean the stables.
End of discussion. Come on, we'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
I'll kick your ass one time.
Of course. This a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
To the bottom.
Maybe if you fall.
I gotta kick my daughter's ass real quick.
What did I tell you about breathing? Through your mouth, in rhythm with your steps. Siri, cut it out.
Geralt? What is it? Come on.
Damn, this ain't even close, Siri. Sorry, but you gotta practice some more. I didn't even start sprinting yet. Shoot, this old man's whipping your ass. The other Witchers.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
Wow, we got played, didn't we, y'all?
So you did the reading. Why not admit it right off?
Never pounce on an advantage as soon as it appears. Wait till it stands to have maximum effect. Uncle Vesemir's words.
Well, you're a quick study. Quick, but mischievous. Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword. What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
Should work on the basics. Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely a novice.
Now, I'm not going to have you guys watch me do the full tutorial, but when it's over, you will unlock free training. This is a 100% guide, which means I will be covering every achievement or trophy, whatever system you guys are playing on, every diagram, every collectible, every place of power, all that stuff. Now, here I'm working on 2 achievements. The one I'm doing now is called Kaer Morhen Trained. You basically counterattack Vesemir here 10 times in a row without getting hit, which I actually did it 12 times, I think, because for some reason my achievement was super delayed. But yeah, this spot is really good to do this on, especially if you are new to this game, because you can actually die here. You have unlimited health, bombs, and you can work on your parry timing, because you're likely going to need at least some rhythm on Death March difficulty. Now, the next and last achievement we're going to do in training is called What Was That? Counterattack, attack, sign, and bomb. And you gotta do all that in under 4 seconds. So that's the order I recommend, but you can do it in any order. I just recommend doing the counterattack first, just in case your timing is a bit off. It might be good to get that one out of the way first. But counterattack, attack, cast a sign, and throw a bomb. So there's the achievement pop. It was once again delayed for some reason, but go ahead, just sheath the sword when you're done, and that'll cancel out the tutorial.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
Ciri, get down here.
A little she-devil. Soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet? Ciri? make sure to find every last blade for you. What the?
I've long awaited this, and you, White Wolf.
No! You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn some way off. We've got time.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
I know we will. That's not what worries me. You've seen her tracks. She's at full gallop all the time. Breakneck speed through wild lands, devastated battlefields. She's in a hurry to get somewhere. Or fleeing something. Either way, it means trouble of some sort.
Be surprised if she wasn't in trouble. She's always poked her nose in beehives. Courtly intrigues here, mages' conspiracies there. What do you expect?
Don't know. Guess I thought once we were finally reunited, things would be calm. At least for a while.
Calm? With Yennefer? Good luck.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream?
No. The Wild Hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
That's the problem. It was more. In the past, when Ciri'd appear in my dreams, something was wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend herself from anything, wraiths included.
Be dawning soon. Time to go.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. How about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
The unicorn, man. I will let him know. We'll let him in on the
Stuffed
secret.
unicorn. Used it once or twice. In certain situations.
The things young folk get up to these days.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh, but it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I hear it. I smell it. Ghouls.
Alright, so our first real combat outside of the tutorial. These guys should be really light work here. In most fights, you're pretty much just going to absolutely abuse the keen shield sign. That alone should get you through most of your fights. Once these guys are dealt with though, you can like loot them. You should always loot any monsters or even human kills you guys get, as well as loot the surrounding area. Now, the way I have always liked to do my walkthroughs in enormous games like this is I'm likely not going to show you guys my loot or show you guys looting in general because it takes a lot of time, and if I leave it in, it'll likely drag out these videos. Now, unless it's important, I'll leave it in. As I said, I was going to show you guys all the diagrams, all the collectibles and stuff like that. So I will show you guys that, but the loot is mostly random every time. So most of the chests in the area, the loot from my kills, most of that stuff is random and will likely be somewhat different than yours. But that being said, certain monsters, certain things are likely going to have the same drops. But if there is often a cut or edit after a fight, you could probably assume I just looted the area or looked over some things in the area, and I'm probably ready to move on.
Why do I think this is Jens?
So after the fight, make sure and loot Yennefer's crystal skull, jump on the horse, and follow the yellow brick road. One thing I'm also going to be doing a lot this series is I'm going to be editing out a lot of the traveling, so that's going to be a huge portion of these videos is just traveling on horseback. So I'm probably just going to bring up the map a lot and just show you guys where I am each and every time that I go places or find something, so I'll be doing that a lot as well.
War's not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. That's what keeps us going. We going? Help me! Help!
Ooh, squishy, squishy. Squishy sounds. Damn, Vesemir, what the hell was that, dude? It's supposed to be useful, dude. Aren't you the master? Damn, that thing took the whole horse, man. It's like, nah, I don't want a snack. I literally want the whole thing. Give me this thing. But yeah, Vesemir, what the hell, man? You're supposed to, or as my buddy Dark Heartless Kingdom always says, man, you gotta learn the 5 Ds of dodgeball, man. You gotta dodge.
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
You don't owe us anything. You were in need. We helped.
And they call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They also say mice are born of rotting straw. Back to the trail.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there. Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family.
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go. So, a griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
Alright, so that note pretty much just tells us to mind our manners whenever we're in villages, not to pretty much go slaughtering everybody we see for no reason. But we're here. We are at the inn, and yeah, I don't know if you guys seen the TV show or played this before, but people aren't very kind to witchers. They pretty much hate us. A lot of rumors surrounding our kind, stuff like that. A lot of legends, a lot of folk tales.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is your coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
And no one asked you to, asshole.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witchers. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
So the white options are mostly just extra dialogue. Very rarely it will reveal extra information about either person, quest, or location. If it ever does that, I'll obviously inform you about it, otherwise it just wastes a lot of time. So for this instance, I'm just going to show the gold option. Now, if I think a white option is funny or interesting down the line, I'll keep
Dresses
it
in
in.
black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, Lilac and Gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Now, I'm just in her inventory seeing what she has for sale here. She is the shopkeeper, but every time we go to a new location, always visit every shop and see if they have any cards like this and buy them. These are Gwent cards, and Gwent is huge in The Witcher 3. Gwent is basically a card game inside of The Witcher. There are achievements tied to these cards, there are side quests tied to these cards, and tournaments tied to these cards. And very shortly here, in this very end, we are going to do our very first match of Gwent and getting our first achievement. But first, let's talk to everyone about finding Yennefer and work our way up to that.
Thanks for everything. Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Black One's been out measuring the fields.
Let him measure. Better that than burning the harvest.
Drommel. Drommel, you're dumber than a headless cockerel. Why are they marking out them lines, eh?
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Screw you. But yeah, this Axie symbol is pretty much the little dialogue speech check. Pretty much just cast a sign, get some XP out of it, and voila.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh, and I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up. Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Once you talk to the next guy, he will introduce you to the card game of Gwent. Now we need to beat this guy because he has a unique card, and there are a lot of people you have to beat around the world at Gwent in order to claim their unique cards. Now this is required for the 100%, but not required to beat the actual game. There is a tournament later tied to a mission, and getting these cards earlier on will make it a lot easier on you, but that's pretty much just the gist of it. I personally love this game. I suggest you give it a shot. It's my most favorite addition to any game I've ever played. I've even downloaded the official Gwent card game by CD Projekt Red on my phone. I think it's also on Steam too, and I play it from time to time when I'm not doing shit. I've played a lot of card games as a kid. I've played Pokemon and then switched to Yu-Gi-Oh! Then I played Hearthstone, and then I played Magic the Gathering for a bit. And now all I play is Gwent, dude, and I absolutely love it. But the rules of the game are, you need at least 22 unit cards, and the objective is basically to have the highest score 2 out of 3 rounds. And it's pretty simple, it's pretty easy as well. The AI, even on this difficulty, is pretty rather dumb. And by the time they start even being an actual challenge, your deck is going to be so ridiculous that it probably won't even matter. But for the most part, I'm likely just going to stick with Northern Realms. But you can also pick the Squayatel, which are elves. You can also use the monster deck, which that deck is pretty self-explanatory, and you can use the Nilfgaard deck.
Well, you've a knack for this game. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Now once you beat this guy, he will give you a really useful book that will keep tabs on all the cards that you have yet to discover on your journey, and you can whip this bad boy out whenever you need to, and it'll tell you the exact area where you still have a card to get. And also, here's Yennefer's note. Now once you beat him, he will also give you his unique card. Go ahead and insert that card into your deck of cards and play him again, because we are going for another achievement. This achievement is to win a round, just a round, not the game, but only a round using only neutral cards. And always shoot for the second round, sometimes the third works too, but that new card we got is considered a neutral card. So the goal is to make him use all of his cards in round 1. Whether he wins or loses, that first round doesn't matter as long as you made him use enough cards, and you were also lucky enough to pull the new card he gave you into your hand as well. If all that comes to play, drop that card down in the second round and end your turn. Hopefully you win the round. For me, all he had was low cards left, so I won and I got the achievement. You can do this a lot later with any Gwent match if you want, because you'll likely get more neutral cards by then too, but it might be a little bit more trickier. Now, our last dialogue here is Gaunter O Dimm. Now, I'm not going to say much because it's a spoiler, but I will tell you that this guy is very mysterious, and he's also in the DLC.
For a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
and runs into a very patient witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself, the Butcher of Blaviken.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter O Dimm, at your service.
Vagrant? That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Guessed it. It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble, and you'll be nearby to help.
And just like that, my man's gone, dude. Vanished in the thin frickin' air. Mysterious as hell, I'm telling y'all. Alright, now when we're done in here, we can leave. Or can we?
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
You did not just spit at me.
Don't want your kind here.
Racist ass. Listen, we got something for racists. And what we don't want to do right here is we don't want to do Axie, even though it will give us XP. We can actually get a really easy achievement here if we take on one of these guys and we do not get hit.
3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
Well, I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Yeah, Nesh.
I love it, man.
I'll teach this.
So yeah, if you use Axie, you don't get this one-on-one. But if you beat this guy one-on-one in a fist fight without taking damage, then you get an achievement. And that should be it. The achievement should pop. And I don't know why my achievements are super delayed. It's bugging me a little bit, but it should pop here in a second. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it's super delayed, but these guys don't stand a chance, man. You guys really want to take on a Witcher? You guys are never going to learn, I swear. But yeah, hella XP. And yeah, now we can get on the horse and head over here to the notice board where we can pick up a bunch of side quests. Most of the time you'll get some side quests on here, and other times it's just random notes, but most of the time it is something worthy of you grabbing. So, looking to borrow a plow, outdoor relief, brother missing, contract devil by the well. So those last two were something. And yes, I will show you guys the map here in a second. We will be exploring most of the question marks on the map. This is the map. This is White Orchard. Now, this is only the beginning area. The actual area in Witcher 3 is much, much bigger, but this is already pretty huge for just the beginning area. But I will be doing most of that in episode 2 because I think that most videos should have a general theme, and I want episode 2 to be White Orchard. So, one thing to note is you can go into a lot of these people's houses. Use your Witcher senses for anything to loot will be yellow. If you steal it, it'll be red. But for example, they'll just let you come in here, and this is actually a book. Some books have information or like a quest, so if I were you, I would just, you know, read it anyways. I should also mention that if you don't want to play that guy in Gwent, you can actually get his card later. He'll be under the Hangman's Tree in Velen, without spoiling it. But if you leave White Orchard, he won't be here anymore, so that's just something that you guys should be aware of.
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think of it, dimwit? Some bugger set alight me workshop.
Like his accent.
I've lost everything. Everything!
It's gonna say I'm sorry.
Sorry. Any suspects?
Whole damned village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to service their garrison. Bang dents out of plate, shoe horses. That sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. But humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking to me. Spit when I pass. And now this.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left. But I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in. So that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks, but found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good luck.
Alright. Let's go ahead and just track this quest real quick, and we can go... Whoops, back here. It's a good idea to just swing by and grab some herbs, so you can never really have enough of these bad boys. Okay, so I went a little bit out of my way to loot all those herbs, but right here we can examine this.
Box. Arsonist must have lit his torch here.
And from there, we just follow the footsteps.
Boot prints. A man's. Large. Stinks of piss and vodka. Took off his boots and went in the water. Probably want to cover his trail.
And here's a chest. Your loot is likely going to be different, as I said. Some herbs to my right, but that's okay. I'll just keep it going. We want to go this way to the left over here.
Lost his boots in the rush.
Gotta make soup out of something. But Tosley said he'd not give his dog this water.
Something jumped out of the rushes. Drowners. But he managed to escape.
Sure, not so sure. Who knows?
Okay.
Tracks lead back to the village.
Not on your life. I'd rather be ill than...
More tracks to follow.
Bleeding, but not badly. Surface wound.
Should probably stop and talk to this merchant, as I said.
Thank you for saving me.
This is the guy that we
People say all kinds
saved.
of things about witches, but I've always known yours to be an honorable guild.
So you managed to salvage some goods?
Yes, but I await the repair of my wagon. As time passes, my losses grow. Do you need something? I'll let it go half free.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Alright, so we even got a little bit of a discount from this guy, and he actually sells some pretty good stuff, but likely won't be good by the time we can afford it. Alright, so all this guy has is a Griffin Deduction. You can buy this here, or you can get lucky and find it in other places. I'm not going to buy it just yet, but just keep in mind that's there if you want it.
Take care.
Let's keep following this trail. And it leads to a house. Big shock. We found the villain.
By his wounds.
I'm gonna loot the crap out of everything you own, dude. So, just for this first video, I'm gonna show this, but likely I'm gonna edit it out. And if I tell you if I find anything decent, then I'll let you guys know. But this stuff can really drag out a video if I leave it in there for every house and location stuff. Sup, jerk?
It's gotta be him.
It's definitely, without a doubt, him.
Nasty wound. Right into a drowner.
What the fuck do you care?
Whoa, our arsonist's a charmer too. Come on, Smith wants to talk to you.
I not talk to a non-human. Sons of bitches all, and dwarves are the worst. Greedy little magpies, do anything for gold they will. They forge the blades the Black Ones put to our throats, am I not right? Listen, we can work this out man to man. I give you gold, you don't turn me in. My mum died a while back and I sold her tools. I've spent some, but what's left is yours.
Magpies and dwarves might be greedy, but I'm not. Can't buy me.
Then I'll beat your fucking mug to a pulp!
Yeah, calm down, homie.
Calm down. Now follow me.
That's right, who's a good boy? Follow me, jackass. Damn, that was one hell of a loogie that girl's coughing up. Damn! Oh my goodness. Is he actually following? Let's see if he'll actually...
Will you raise a glass with me?
If I can sprint. Do I get too far away? Let's try it out. Hopefully he actually comes. Actually, hopefully I don't even have to wait for him. Hopefully it'll... Yeah! That's awesome. I don't want to have to wait for him. Glad it just teleported him.
What's going on?
Here you go. One village pyromaniac in the flesh.
Nap? You? I knew your mum for years. Charged her nary a copper. This is how you repay me. I've had enough. Hey, soldier. A minute of your time, please.
No! Willis, I beg you, I was drunk. Didn't know what I was doing.
I've told you, Master Willis. We will help you rebuild once reinforcements come. The supplies have been ordered.
Not what this is about, mate. This here's the arsonist. A witcher found him.
The forge was important to the garrison. Destroying it was sabotage. No trial needed here. Just a tree.
Damn, I'm gonna get that man hanged. Well, can't say he doesn't deserve it.
Harsh as punishment goes.
But deserved.
Yep,
You know,
I agree with that.
I hated the Black Ones at first, like everybody else did. Now I'm thinking they might just bring order to this place. Teach these layabouts some manners. But enough about that. Your reward. And I managed to save some things from the fire. Anvil still holds, so I'm sure I can bang something out on it. You need anything, let me know. Give you a good price.
What a homie. And that's the quest, Twisted Firestarter. Alright, so we just unlocked him as a blacksmith. Now we can come here, and he has a crap ton of diagrams. But we're quite broke. So, this guy's playing in a puddle, man. What's it like to be a kid again and have fun with the little things, man? I swear. Alright, let's go ahead over here. There's another book that has absolutely nothing in it, but actually the book is actually in this house. Yep, it's in this house. And you guys can take the time and go through. That's the book right there. Royal Lineages has absolutely nothing, but... So that book is always set. It always spawns in that location. But this house has a chest that you're going to want. This actually was a really nice chest, actually, if I do say so myself. And when that's done, you can talk to this guy. He has another quest for you.
Greetings, good man. Having trouble with your well? That's what I read.
Aye. 'Tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
'Cause earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Fell dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress,
all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, Master, if you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
And if you want to be a jerk, you can always try and
so let's talk about
haggle these guys for a bigger reward, but usually it doesn't always work out. The max is 29. Let's try it.
If you could drop your price a bit, I'm sure.
So that didn't work. Nah, I don't wanna.
If you could drop your price
I don't wanna.
I'm sure we'd agree.
Nope, I don't wanna. All right, let's say 25.
Settles it then.
I'll help you.
Fine, I'll help. Where's this well?
In Havel, a settlement on the heights.
I always find that haggling takes
on account of the ghost being about.
Isn't usually always
Drive
worth
it
the
off.
reward. Almost
Please.
never, I would say. Even by the end of this game, not even by the end of this game, in like an act, you're gonna have more coin than you're even gonna know what to do with. All right, so now we have our next destination. To complete this contract, I'm gonna go ahead and put everything on the map here, just change that to all, so you can pretty much see all that we have to do in the next episode. We're gonna pretty much be discovering all of this. I'm gonna take you guys through a couple of other things as well, but in the next video at some point we're gonna go down here towards the contract and complete that. But that's it for episode 1. I hope you guys have enjoyed so far. I hope you guys are looking forward to this, because I sure am. I've been wanting to play this for quite some time now, ever since they even came out with the next gen update. I myself have beaten this game a handful of times, even including the DLCs, and I'm super excited to play it again for the channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a successful week or weekend, everyone.